Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Kirsten, and today we are talking about skincare. Just the basic part of skincare and how to take care of our skin. I've been an esthetician for over 20 years, and so I have a big passion for this particular subject. I come from the era of tanning salons and putting on vegetable oil and laying on a silver blanket in the sun and doing tons of damage to my skin. But that's how we were raised, and it was funny because when I went to school, I realized that we do most of the damage to our skin by the time we are 18 years old. I know, really? I know. And so it shows up later in our life. But by the time we're 18, we've already done tons of damage. So when I work with clients and even with my own skin, I have seen what we do to our skin and how it affects the older that I'm getting and the older that my clients are getting. All of these things that we used to do or don't do to our skin are starting to appear. And so that's why I kind of have a passion about talking about this, not only because it's my profession, one of my professions, but because our skin is our skin. And we try so hard to make ourselves look good and feel so good, and we only get one skin. So I was compelled today to do this subject for you. And like I said, I'm not going to do a product review or anything, but what I really want to talk about is just cleansing the skin, keeping it toned, keeping it sunscreened or moisturized. That's it. That's all I want to talk about today, because with that helps your skin so much. Even if you have oily skin, even if you don't wear makeup, if you're male, if you're a child, whatever it is, you need to start now. You need to cleanse your skin twice a day. Twice. You need to tone your skin, and you definitely need to moisturize your skin and use a sunscreen. Now you think, oh my God, there's so much product on my face. It really isn't. It really isn't, because it soaks in quite nicely, especially if you have dry skin. Now, if you have oily skin, I have a lot of friends, family, and clients that have oily skin. They're like, I am not touching moisturizer. I am not doing this. I am not doing that. I respect that. I do. But you're going to find that if you find the right product, that's why I don't want to do a product review on this subject, because not every product works with everybody. We are a chemical in the body, and our products that we put on are chemicals. So it's like sometimes they don't mix. Sometimes you have to find the right one that fits for you. So what works for me is not always going to work for you. Now, I know a lot about different product lines. I know a lot about products. If you want more information and for me to assess your skin and tell you, lead you and guide you in a way to what you could use, reach out to me. That's what I do. I'd love to do it for you. But that's why I didn't want to come on here and do product review, because of that reason. There are so many different products that you need to experiment and find that works for you. There is the high end, and then there's the mid-range and the low end. Now, one thing that I love to do is I like to work with people's budget, because I understand that not everybody can afford these beautiful high-end products, but you can have a beautiful low and mid-grade product too. We just think that if it's high-end, that's the only thing that's going to work. Not always. Not necessarily. So expand your horizon. Kind of play around with some things. Essential oils is really coming on strong with some really beautiful facial products that really can help with aging skin, acne, a lot of different things. You have to be careful with essential oils. You really need to know what you're using. They're very potent, especially on the skin. So you need to do your research or talk to somebody that knows what they're doing about that. I can't stress that enough. But basically what you need to do on a daily basis, let's just start there. Cleanse. Whether you wore makeup or not, whether you're male, female, or you should start your children young. Start them now. It's never too early. You should tone, So there's some great products out there that are great toners. Rose water and glycerin is good. Witch hazel is always my old school go-to because it has a pH balancer in it, and that really works great with oily skin. You need to moisturize and you need sunscreen. So that's 4 products that you should be doing at least. Well, the sunscreen should be at least in the daytime. You don't technically have to wear it at night, but you should be doing 3 to 4 products twice a day. Really important. And then make sure that you don't forget your neck. This whole area shows up first. I don't care how young you can make your face look, but if your neck and chest, it shows it. So make sure you cleanse, you tone, and you moisturize your neck. Very, very, very important. Another thing I would like to talk to you about is going to see a professional. Go see a professional esthetician. Get a basic facial, every 4 to 6 weeks, or even, once a year, twice a year, whatever fits in your schedule and budget. But you definitely need to get with an esthetician. Let them assess your skin. Let them tell you and help you different ways that you can do to keep your skin nice, taut, fresh, and revived. So those are just a couple of things that you can do. Number 1, I'm going to say it again. Cleanse your face. You don't need to use anything super, super harsh. Don't go in there and start digging around. Our skin is very, very thin. And so if we start pulling, like when we're putting on makeup and we're pulling up here and we're just like, it's all gonna show up. Like when I call them character lines, but the way we talk, the way we wrinkle our forehead, the way that we squint our eyes, all that shows up in our face, and it shows up all over our skin. The way that we act on a daily basis. Water intake is huge. I am not a big water person. Just gonna throw it out there for you, but I've learned how important it is, because it not only does it help other parts of our body, but my goodness, what it does to the skin is insane. It just keeps it nice and plenished and moistured and hydrated. And that's what we need. When you get dehydrated, it shows, and all of a sudden you're like, gaunt, wrinkly, a mess. So anyways, I'm getting off, but definitely take care of your skin. It's so incredibly important. I can't stress it enough. Even if you just wash and moisturize, I'm happy. But make sure you moisturize, whether you have oily skin. You can find a product out there that will work for your skin. You can find one in your budget that will work for your skin. And if you can't, go talk to somebody, a dermatologist, an esthetician. Go to a professional, because what works on me or what works on your friend isn't technically going to work on you. And the other thing I need to stress too is give it time to work. I am really impatient when it comes to things. I mean, I have great patience, but when it comes to certain things, I'm like, I want it to work like 3 days ago. Well, it doesn't work like that. So my suggestion, use the product, get your money's worth, use the product for 30 days. If you don't start seeing a result, okay, you win, it doesn't work. But you have to give it time, okay? So take this little bit for what it is and just take care of your skin. It's the only one you got, right? So cleanse, tone, moisturize, sunscreen. That's what I got for you today. All right, everybody. Have a fabulous day. I hope this helped just somebody, one of you. I'd be happy with that. Love and sparkles, everybody. Until next time.